Hey there, and welcome to the first ever episode of Prompt Me Maybe. This is your go-to spot for all things AI, aka artificial intelligence. I'm talking about the good, the bad, the hairy, and the scary for everything artificial intelligence. So if you're a human, you are in the right spot. If you are a human who is interested in learning more about AI for yourself or your business, you are definitely in the right spot. And if you're a human who's a little freaked out about it all and wants a safe spot to just breathe, you found definitely not just a spot, but a home to hang. This is our place. Let's hang. I'm Michelle, and I'll be your guide on this wild ride. Guess what? I'm a real person. I'm here with you. I'm real. I'm a Midwestern mom and I work a 9 to 5. I am also an AI ethicist and a business strategist. So I pull together some fun tech and business stuff into the reality of the AI world we're all functioning in. I'm really obsessed with the incredible things that AI can do for us, but I'm also deeply concerned about what it could do to us. I got a pretty even scale on that one. And in each episode, we'll dive into some of those messy ethics that come with this new frontier and figure out how we can all stay human while we're operating in this new AI-driven world. So welcome. In our first episode today, we're just going to dig into exactly that, a little bit more about what you can expect, what's coming, who this is for, and why it all matters in the first place. And then from here, after episode 1 and our time together today, we'll start digging into the really deep stuff, the fun, the meat. So let's kick it off. So what can you expect from our time together? Think of each of these episodes as a dive into the most fascinating and yet challenging aspects of AI. So we're going to get real about it. I'm not going to hold back. We're going to dig in and ask some really tough and exciting, challenging, I think is just the word for it, questions about the technology and about its impact on humanity and our planet at large. So what are the impacts of this as we think about it, not just from an advancing technology perspective, but also from a future facing society perspective? So we'll ask some really big, hairy, scary questions. If you can't tell, I'm pretty solution oriented. So we'll not just ask the question, but we'll aim to go beyond inquiry and into hopefully some conceptual ideas for how we can possibly solve for those things. I'll share some insights that I have, and whoever my guests are, I will definitely prompt them to share their insights as well and provide us a lot of practical advice without any of the jargon. So I want this to be really tangible for you and something that you can bring into your life as it is today and understand it and apply the information. A lot of this will be opportunity to think and move into some self-inquiry as we're talking through some of the ethical aspects of AI and its impacts. My goal is to bring you real stories and bold questions, like I said. And this will be from the front lines of AI. It will come from potentially the constant news that is happening all the time around AI, but I want to sort through the noise and get to the real stuff for you so we can focus in on what matters and what is likely to have the biggest impacts. And so we can walk away with some actionable insights, not just more noise. Bleh. I think we've all had enough of that. I'm over the noise. Let's really connect and let's spend some time together, right? Let's get into the good stuff. So whether you're a business leader and you're looking to use AI wisely, if you're a creator that wants to explore the new tools, or if you're just someone trying to be mindful in this world of AI, you'll find something here for you. Like, this is a good spot. We're going to go in a lot of directions, and then we're going to pull it back all to centers, to things that we can all relate to and understands. So it'll be applicable regardless. We'll also talk through some of those ethical dilemmas that I had mentioned a little bit ago, and we'll go through any exciting revelations or capabilities that are out there changing the world, new exciting things that have come up, as well as the blunders and the mega mistakes. Some are funny, some are laughable, some are very scary though. So we'll talk through those as well. And of course, around like safeguarding and governing and data privacy, some of those more, they come along right alongside the AI pie. We get served that as well. So that's what you can expect from each episode. You can really expect the time together to feel like time together, which is my intention, is for this to be you and me side by side talking it out. So that's kind of the expectation for the tone in which we'll work through. And who's this podcast for? I talked a little bit about that, but let me break it down a little bit further. So first, it's for the curious. I know we've all been hearing about AI. If you haven't, welcome. Welcome, friend. I will be shocked if anybody is listening that has not heard of artificial intelligence yet. But if you've been hearing a lot about AI and you want to understand it in a grounded and relatable way, then this is for you. This is for you. Second, this is for leaders. This is for business leaders. If you're developing a product, a business, if you're leading a team, if you're leading an organization or an event, if you're somebody that's really pushing the envelope forward in a big way and you have vision and insight and strategy at hand, and you just want to make sure that you're doing that responsibly and thoughtfully, you'll find that guidance you need here as well through our conversations and the application of what we discuss. And finally, this is for the concerned, which you're probably already in one of those first two categories as well. But it's okay to feel a little overwhelmed by all of this. It's overwhelming. But we'll tackle the thorny questions of bias and privacy and accountability and environmental issues and socioeconomic issues and social emotional issues, and I could keep going. So we'll go there. There's a lot to be concerned about. There's a lot to be excited about, but we don't have to go through this alone. And that's what this space is also for. Time for us, again, to connect, be together, and go through those concerns and talk them out. Go through those curiosities and talk them out. So that is who this is for. Let's talk about why. We did what? We did who? Let's go to why. Okay. So why does it matter? Why does it matter that we're doing this? And why me? Why now? So there have been plenty of smarter voices out there, people with fancy degrees or podcasters who have been in tech for 20 years that are already talking about AI. I know that. I listen to them probably. So, and yes, I do have a fancy AI ethicist certification, but my real purpose here is for us to connect, for us to have that space together where we don't go through this alone. And we can ask those tough questions and have a space where I can be me and you can be you, and we can be different, but we can be together, right? And we can still be in this cause for curiosity, concern, and leadership. We can still be in that cause together and determine what the effect should be, right? So we can talk that out. And while we might not always agree, we might not always align, we might leave seeing things differently from what we discussed, and that's okay. That's part of the beauty. That's part of humanity. That's part of the experience that we're creating here. So as much as I'm like you, I'm with you, right? Like I'm like you, I'm with you. I know I'm also different and I know you're also different. And that's what's cool. That's what makes it cool. So we're going to break down this complicated AI stuff together in a way that makes sense. So that's part of the why me, why here, why now. Why me, why here, why now, why this way? So in a world that's binary and demands so much perfection, there aren't many spaces left that allow for this messiness. And trust me, it's going to get messy. This is a conversation for humans by humans, right? So we're going to talk about technology. We're going to talk about things that are not human, but it's for humans by humans, which means it's going to be messy. And again, that's the beauty of it, right? That's what's cool. So you're going to hold space for me to be wrong and make mistakes and mess up and move through my process of growth right alongside you, right? Because you're going to grow too. You're going to figure these things out with me. So, and again, what might be different, it might look different for each of us. Our takeaways, our thoughts around it, how we grow will likely be different. And that's a good thing. So, okay, so we're going to grow together. That's the why this way piece of this. And then most importantly, my deep why, my mission is to help my kids, well, really our kids, to give them and build them a better world. So I want to be deep in the know and deep in these difficult questions with you so that we can help shape the future for our children. I am driven to ensure that artificial intelligence is being developed and deployed in a way that is inclusive of the goodness for humanity and our planet. Like that is the true mission and investment I have here with you. I'm motivated by my littles and the love that I have for them and in their eyes seeing the future, right? So, and I know whether you have kids or not, there is that magic of the continuation of our species and not, I don't want to get all existential on you on episode 1, but I guess I'm gonna, that if our collective goal isn't the future goodness of our species, of our children, of our planet, then what's the point of any of it in the first place? The choices we make now are about more than just technology. They're about shaping the very foundation of the world our children will inherit. Without a shared purpose to ensure that these powerful tools serve humanity, are we simply accelerating toward a future we haven't agreed to? I want you to think about that. I got all existential on you. Okay, so the kids. Wow. Okay, so short and sweet for episode 1. Quick intro for you. The what, the who, the why. You made it this far, so you must be somewhat intrigued, and I've got 2 action items for you today. The first is to subscribe now. Just do it now so that it's right there for you, and the next episode that post will go automatically into your queue, and we can stay connected. Number 2, close your eyes. Take a moment to remember everything we just talked about and the feeling you had inside of your heart, your mind, your body, and think of one person that you know that needs to join this inner circle with us. See their face. Open your eyes and share this episode with them. Let's get our people here together and start having this conversation. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Our next episode, we'll talk a little bit about the impact of AI on our kids. I could spend so much time talking about this, but I'm gonna dial in and I'm going to distill it down to discussing the personalized learning artificial intelligence versus the on-scene hand dilemma. This is a really interesting ethical conundrum that we'll talk through. And again, I'll break it down. It'll be simplified and it'll make sense to you, I promise. It is a tricky one. And I cannot wait to hear your thoughts and read your comments on it. So that's coming next. And on deck after that is tackling the corporate implementation problem. Oof. So if you're currently being tasked with integrating AI into your company, or you think you need to be, but you aren't yet, or you're an employee and you're trying to figure out how to integrate or use it, this episode will be a must listen for you. So again, if you haven't already, subscribe so it's just there. You'll just get it. You'll know it. It'll be there. That's all for today. Thank you for listening to the Prompt Me Maybe podcast. I'm Michelle, and you stay classy.